Tonight's primetime lineup on WESH 2 is sponsored by Orlando Health Heart and Vascular Institute, ranked best in Central Florida for heart care by U.S. News and World Report.
Rental cars, hotel stays, expensive perfumes, all things an Orlando commissioner is accused of buying for herself with an elderly woman's money. How police say Regina Hill got a hold of her money and how her lawyer is responding tonight.
And an argument between a landlord and tenant turns deadly. The questions surrounding the investigation in what neighbors call a quiet neighborhood.
Local firefighters being trained for any situation on the road as they rush to emergencies. The new technology coming to Kissimmee to prepare them before they get behind the wheel.
Local, live, late breaking. WESH 2 News starts now.
Tonight, Orlando City Commissioner Regina Hill is out of jail but facing serious charges. She is accused of defrauding an elderly woman in her district.
State investigators say Hill took advantage of the woman and used more than $100,000 of her money for herself. WESH News' Dave McDaniel was at the jail when Hill bonded out. Investigation lasted 13 months, and we are told that it's not over. At this point, they do not think that there are any other potential victims. Now, this is not the first time that Hill has been in trouble with the law. She has been arrested more than 20 times and has a lengthy criminal history dating back to the 80s. They include drug and public intoxication charges. This is video from back in 2015 showing the moment authorities raided her home. The raid ended in the arrest of 5 people on drug charges. One suspect arrested was a relative of the Orlando commissioner.
Only the governor has the power to suspend Hill, and so far no decision has been made. If Hill is suspended, the city will hold a special election to temporarily fill her seat. The seat would need to be filled within 45 days of Hill's suspension.
Let's talk about your weather now. This morning, we had some soaking showers across Central Florida.
But this afternoon, we had sunny skies and warm temperatures. We had a little bit of everything, Tony.
Yeah, we did. Now we got a nice cool northwest breeze up across Central Florida. There's the square for you tonight. Looking good. High pressure is going to gradually build southeastward here over the next couple days. That's going to supply us with some fantastic weather. There's the actual front well off towards the south and east now of Central Florida. Temperatures along the coast here in the upper 60s back through the interior. 77 Orlando, 74 back towards Wildwood. These are going to continue to drop off now that we're getting closer and closer to sunset with the north wind overnight tonight, and just a few clouds from time to time. Nothing more than that. As you're jumping back on the air tonight at 10 and 11, temperatures will be falling back into the lower 60s. However, out the door tomorrow morning, look at these readings here north and west of town. Upper 40s, metro areas, mid 50s. Back towards coastal Brevard County, we'll be running in the upper 50s to near the 60-degree mark. Coming up here in the next couple minutes, I'll let you know just how long this perfect weather is going to last.
Tony, thank you. New details tonight in a deadly shooting in Orlando this morning.
It happened on Dorado Avenue off of Cimarron Boulevard, very close to the 408. WESH 2's Michelle Meredith reports police say it started with a landlord-tenant dispute. Orlando police arrested a man wanted in connection to a shootout that claimed a woman's life in September. 18-year-old Christian Childs is facing 3 counts of attempted first-degree murder. Michaela Patterson was killed in the crossfire at the Jernigan Apartments, and investigators say she called family members for help because she was being jumped. One suspect then opened fire, setting off a chain reaction of shots from several others. 2 other suspects are already in custody. Police are still looking for at least 1 more suspect.
A DeLand man is facing charges after police say that he shot a man outside of a bar. Police say 36-year-old Joshua Jones and the victim were drinking and got into an argument. Jones had allegedly pulled out a gun and shot him. He then drove off but came back to the bar where witnesses pointed him out and police arrested him. He has been charged with aggravated battery with a gun. The victim suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Castleberry police say this woman attacked another woman inside of a Goodwill store. This happened on Tuesday at the store on Sunshadow Drive. Jacqueline James is accused of questioning a woman about her service dog. While the store manager tried to intervene, the victim says James got physical with her and pushed her to the ground. She's been charged with battery. She is currently being held on no bond.
Right now, 2 people are recovering after being burned in a house fire in Geneva. Take a look as Seminole County firefighters work to put out that fire. They say a foam insulation company was spraying foam in the attic when that foam caught fire. The 2 people were taken to the hospital.
Firefighters in Kissimmee are now using a high-tech driving simulator to help them prepare for unexpected scenarios that may pop up on the way to emergencies.
WESH 2's Megan Mulatto has a look at that simulator that is also helping new firefighters get comfortable behind the wheel.
The deputy fire chief says he hopes this starts a trend. He says the simulated training could also help public works and school bus drivers.
Time is running out for the Florida Supreme Court to release its opinions on proposed constitutional amendments. The court has until Monday to decide whether the issues of abortion and recreational marijuana can go on the November ballot. Justices must sign off on the legality of the wording of amendments. One proposal seeks to ensure abortion rights. The other would allow adults 21 or older to use recreational marijuana in the state. Attorney General Ashley Moody has argued the amendment should not be allowed to go before voters. Governor Ron DeSantis addressed the issue today.
Our Attorney General, I think, has handled that very ably, and I think that she's made arguments that have been very compelling. So we'll have to see what ends up happening, and then we'll go from there.
The Supreme Court is required to make decisions by Monday and is scheduled to close tomorrow for Good Friday.
ULA will have to try again tomorrow to launch its Delta IV Heavy rocket. Today's launch was scrubbed with just minutes left to go on the countdown clock. The main concern leading up to today was weather, but that's not why it got pushed back. ULA says there was an issue with a nitrogen gas pipeline that provides pressure to launch systems. If all goes well tomorrow, the Delta IV Heavy rocket will carry a national security payload for the National Reconnaissance Office. We're getting a new look today at one of the lands coming to Epic Universe.
The park released a rendering of How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk, this morning. The new area first opens up to a lagoon with two 40-foot tall Viking statues. The land will also feature 4 rides like Hiccup's Wing Gliders, a live show, and guests can meet Hiccup and Toothless. And there will also be new restaurants like the Mead Hall, Spitfire Grill, and Hooligans Grog and Gruel.
I think when you build a world around a movie or film franchise that is as iconic as How to Train Your Dragon, you really want to make sure that you take care of the fans, because you know going into it, they've seen the films, they've seen it hundreds of times.
Epic Universe is set to open next year.
Next at 7, divers are pulled from the water in Baltimore as salvaging efforts begin after that devastating bridge collapse.
What investigators did on board that container ship today, as their investigation into what went wrong is just beginning.
And as more advanced technology and artificial intelligence appears in TSA lines, not everyone is on board. The new rules being rolled out to prevent the government from abusing the tech.
In Central Florida, the weather is always changing.
That's why we work around the clock, so you know exactly what to plan for.
From tracking the next big storm to how to dress the kids for school.
That's why at WESH 2, we keep you at the center of what we do.
Constantly monitoring the latest data so you can be prepared for what's next.
No guessing, just an easy, understandable forecast, sun up to sundown.
This is WESH 2 First Warning Weather, certified Central Florida's most accurate.
Closed captioning is sponsored by Shark Coatings.
Just into our newsroom tonight, another flight carrying Floridians home from the violence in Haiti is in the air right now. 32 people are expected to land at Orlando International Airport in a little more than an hour. So far, dozens of Floridians have been flown into the state by the Florida Division of Emergency Management in the past week and a half.
All right, Tony, we had quite a day here, up and down. That's how we do this time of year, though, right?
Yeah, that's March Madness in the weather. But I tell you what, we got some great weather that will come in the next couple of days. Tomorrow, mid-70s. If you're off, and you're looking at sunset. Yeah, 7:47. That's sunset there for you there. A couple minutes away, about 30 minutes there, Stewie. But it is going to be a great night. Walking the dog, getting a little run in, a little jog, a little dinner with some friends. You're in great shape. I'm telling you, I am envious. Let's take a look now at the water vapor channel. We got a little area of low pressure, non-tropical, south and east of Bermuda. Little trough, this little storm system that just blew through, lifting on out. And then another west coast storm system here will drop south and east and head our way by the middle of next week. So let's take a look now what's going on here closer to home. There's your front. Little piece of energy is racing southward now along the northeast coast there near Jacksonville. We'll continue to watch that to see if it's going to have any impact there on Palm Coast, where the temperatures right now are running in the mid-60s. Inland areas falling back into the mid-70s. It is cooler on the eastern side of the peninsula, compliments of the late departing rain, and warmer on the western side because we had all the rain and the clouds there yesterday. This is going to level on out, though, a little bit later on. Futurecast showing winds out of the north-northeast northeast here. Nice, calm, and quiet night tonight for sure. A 12-hour forecast here looks great. The daybreak temperatures here in downtown Orlando running right around 56 degrees. Out towards East Orlando, bit below 55. Zellwood coming in at 53. Altamont Springs, you're at 55. Over towards Lake Mary, 55. Sanford, 55. Deltona up towards Astor, 54 and 51 respectively. Coolest of the air right here, Marion County, Ocala, Reddick, Denellen in the upper 40s, Lake Panasoffkee, Leesburg, over towards Bushnell in the low 50s here. South and east towards Viera, you're at 57, Point Siena 55, Palm Bay, Grand Valcaria, Mico, right around 57 degrees. Let's take a look at that first warning 12-hour forecast for Daytona Beach and the Spring Breakers. Beautiful day, but a chilly one, at least by late March standards, maybe hitting the 70-degree mark. Tomorrow, still have the northeast winds here on the eastern side of high pressure. Beautiful day, tons of sun, low humidity, comfortable temperatures in the mid-70s. Now, we do have a launch tomorrow night. I like the forecast for this one. We'll watch the winds, but overall, weather significantly improved from today as we had the showers and storms and gusty winds over 30 miles an hour from time to time along the coast. Now tomorrow afternoon at the beaches, 70 to 75. Inland areas, 73 to about 78. Perfect weather for your Friday round of golf. 63 in the morning, breezy and comfortable in the afternoon. We've got a cool stretch of mornings here now in Ocala. 49, 47, and 51 through Easter weekend. And then here's the reason why we've got the cooler temperatures. High pressure just kind of overhead. Light winds, calm nights, allowing for the temperature to kind of cool on down. A lot of events going on this week. We've got Orlando City in action against New York City FC, 74, 69 respectively. For Easter Sunday, looking good from start to finish. Afternoon highs peaking at about 83 degrees. Now, as we head into next week, high bills east. Our next weather maker set to arrive now on Tuesday. Looks like we'll get a few showers and storms by then. Let's put it all together here for you real quickly. 76, 81, 83, low humidity right through Easter Sunday. Plenty of heat, though, by Tuesday, nearing 90 before our next cold front does arrive.
A coach has spent decades teaching kids faith and hard work through basketball.
What do you do tonight when you go home? And?
Next at 7, we're going to introduce you to Coach Washington and his team of future leaders. We have several stories we're following for you tonight.
Summer Knowles is joining us now with a preview. Summer.
Hey guys, we are continuing to stay on top of today's big story. Orlando City Commissioner Regina Hill arrested. How some of her constituents are reacting to the allegations of elderly exploitation and fraud tonight. Plus, a legal expert weighs in on this case. And fixing a roof can be an expensive project, but people living in one Osceola County city will soon be able to get theirs replaced for free. The new program expanding, all new tonight.
All right, Summer, thank you. That'll do it for us for now. Join us again at 10 on CW18 and 11 o'clock right here on WESH 2.
The news is always on at WESH.com or the WESH 2 News mobile app. Have a great night.
Thank you for watching WESH 2 News. Get caught up on local news, originals, and more. Download the Very Local app and stream for free on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, iOS, and Android mobile devices.